Good afternoon, Belmont family, and welcome. I am reporting live to you from Little Rock, Arkansas. And right behind me is Little Rock Central High School. Now this actually is a historical building because in September 4th, 1957, the Little Rock Nine, a group of 9 African American students, attempted to come to school for the first time. Federal law enabled them to come to this all-white high school at the time. But there were many segregationists, people who did not want them to be in the same school with them, that barred them from coming to the school. It actually took them a month. It was a month-long process. Finally, President Eisenhower got involved, and he nationalized he federalized the National Guard and sent in the 101th Infantry to help these 9 students get into the building and be able to be educated. But their pain and their trauma only continued. That year's called the lost year because they came under brutal attacks of violence and bullying from other students in the school. And you see, even though they lost much of their education that year, they fought so that anyone can come and be educated at this high school even today. That's right, this place still holds students. And that's an amazing thing because it doesn't matter what race you are, all students are allowed to be educated in this building. So what does that mean today? In the last month, you've seen on social media, on the news, probably heard your parents and guardians and other adults talking about George Floyd and the egregious, horrible act of violence that happened to him. And you know what? There have been riots, and there have been mobs, and there have been lots of horrible things that we have seen in the news here lately. So how does this stop? It stops with you, and it stops with me. Because the Bible gives us 2 commands. The greatest command is to love God. And the second is like it, to love others as ourselves. You see, if we focus on God and we love God with all of our hearts, with all of our minds, with all of our souls, and with all of our strength, then the second commandment comes so easy, to love others as ourselves. You see, others, that's a general term. That means people who are different from you. That's janitors and nurses and cops and teachers. And that's people of all races. Every human we should love. Because God loves us all. So I have a summer challenge for you. And that summer challenge is to pray, deliberately pray for others. It's easy for us to pray for our health, our well-being, our safety, our protection. Pray those things for other people just like you would yourself. And the second challenge that I'm going to give you today is to do for others like you would yourself. Kindness, acts of kindness, it's not just for a week, it's not just for a month, it should be all year, every day. Every week, I want you this summer to wake up and ask yourself, what can I do for others? Let's love everyone. Let's love others like Christ died and loves us. Can you do that? Belmont, let's do that together.